Hi! Hi here, Vince here. This is Vince here. I'm back for another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Eurovision 2020 second semi-final. That could have been, should have been, but never been. So yes, this is my prediction about who out of the 18 countries who would have been the 10 countries that I think could have qualified, or would have qualified, that's the right word, would have qualified if Eurovision went ahead this year. Now, the 18 countries that competed in semi-final 2, in the order, I think the running order could have been, are San Marino, Estonia, Iceland, Greece, Moldova, Austria, Serbia, Poland, the Czech Republic, Albania, Denmark, Bulgaria, Latvia, Finland, Portugal, Georgia, Switzerland, and Armenia. Those are the 18 countries, but which 10 were going to qualify? Okay, I have to say this was going to be a much more opener semi-final, I have to say. Yeah, it's very open, but it's not a completely weak semi-final, I wouldn't say. But I think that makes it more interesting, more hard to predict when you've got so many borderlines competing in one semi-final. So, oh, got a hen in my mouth. Sorry. Anyway, there were 5 countries that I thought were solid qualifiers. I think they were definitely going to make the final. And they were Iceland, Greece, Serbia, Bulgaria, and Switzerland. Those 5, definite. You couldn't touch them. Iceland, it was quirky, it was fun. Even whenever you put it, I mean, I'm being quite mean saying it would have gone third in the running order, but wherever you put it, people would still remember it. It was really good. Greece, yeah, Stefania, she really, that was a really good Greek entry. It's sad, but she will be back. I've heard that she's been confirmed to go back, which is good. Serbia. Oh my gosh, I haven't even talked about the Serbian entry on this channel. I can't believe I didn't do a reaction video on Serbia. It was epic. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh my goodness me, the dance, the choreography, the energy, oh, the movement, the dance, the up-tempo-ness of Serbia this year. Oh my goodness me, that is something upbeat. We needed that. Yeah, would have qualified. Bulgaria, I think, would have qualified. I mean, I was quite mean in my reaction video saying it's not the best, not the worst Bulgarian entry. I'm actually listening to it a few times now. It has really grown on me, and actually, it was actually a really emotional song, actually. And Switzerland was going to qualify, yeah. One of the views on that actually really got to me when I was reacting to it. I was like, oh my goodness, but it got to me, actually. I was got a bit emotional when I first reacted to it. So yeah, Switzerland was definitely going to qualify. So those 5 definitely were going to be in the final. There were 2 countries I feel I could well say goodbye to that were never going to make it. First one, Estonia. They're out. Estonia... I want to know love is, love this, now I dream of love and love of this. I mean, seriously, somebody give him a dictionary for Christmas, then he can know what love is. It's too safe. Estonia, 1 year can send opera, the next year they send a country song. Too safe, would have got forgotten in the running order. I don't want to know what love is. It's a bit too generic for me. And the other one I have to say is Finland. I do think would have struggled this year as well. It's not a bad song. I liked it when I first reacted to it. But how many times have we've all said, oh, Finland might squeeze into the final, they might get that 10th spot in the final. I'm like, from their semi, I'm like, when has, we've all said that, but Finland's qualifying track records isn't great. I mean, yeah, they made it just with So Altered, but that was a much stronger song. I mean, yeah, I do think it's not a bad song. It's not a terrible song, but yeah, it's relatively safe for Finland again to go for. I mean, where's Chica Chica Lila with those big bears? Like, but anyway, I digress. So that leaves about 11 more countries to talk about. Okay, I think there was a few other countries I felt like could have also had a good chance of qualifying. Poland. I think the Polish diaspora is quite strong, and the Polish song this year was also quite jury friendly, so it could have got votes from the juries and the televote, because I know the UK was voting and the Polish diaspora is quite strong. They have the neighbour Czech Republic in the same semi-final, which would have helped them out. I think Poland would have gone to the final this year. I generally do think, and it's actually quite a good song, and live they could have elevated with staging. I generally think Poland could have had a really good shot of qualifying this year. Another country I think had a good chance of making the final, I think Armenia. Armenia, when I first listened to the first version of it, I was a bit unsure, but then they revamped it and they made it, were very clever with the revamp. They had put some more Armenian sounds to it, because this sort of music I wouldn't listen to. This kind of music when it first came out, when they were revamped it was very clever, and it was very dark, very it's very risky as well, very modern production to it, and it could have really been epic show closer to the semi-final. Yeah, I think Armenia's chance to go back. So those 7 I think would have made it. 3 more spots. I'm trying to think, what other 3 countries would I put in my final? I feel Georgia would have made it. I generally think Georgia would have made the final. It's, to be fair, it's not my personal favourite of the year. I mean, a lot of Georgians love me now. But because I didn't say quite nice things about the song. Okay, I mean, it's the only rock entry of the year, and I think that's the reason why I do think Georgia would have made it through. I think also the lyrics. Why don't you talk like an Englishman? Like, why don't you smell like a Frenchman? Why don't you play by a German? Why do I dress like Italian? Why don't I dance like a Spanish man? Trying to get votes from the big 5, in my opinion. Stereotyping people. Yeah, there are a few problems I feel with the Georgian entry, but I just think people would have still loved it, and I think Georgia would have still qualified it, even though it wasn't my personal favourite. However, it was the only rock entry in the competition, so I have to respect that. So I'm being nice, I'm saying Georgia would have qualified. Happy now? Right, that leaves 2 more spots. Now, you could call me crazy, but I think Albania would have made the final. I have to say, I probably do prefer the first version of the Albanian song until it was translated to English. It's not like what is that song? One Night's Anger or a Fairy Tale, and that's why I love you. It's not that type of revamp, and I don't know, because this coronavirus thing, but I really got attached to it. It's another song that I really felt, it's that last bit of the song, when I'm destined to fly. I actually felt something. And if you look at the YouTube video for the Albanian song, you see a lot of million of views on that song. So that I'm quite positive that it might have got through, because it's also a jury song. The juries could have got behind it, and the televote, the Albanian diaspora, they would have had Spain voting, they would have had Serbia voting, they would Bulgaria, you know, with some other countries as well. I think Albania would have made it. So that means one more spot. I'm gonna put Denmark. Denmark would have been in, I think would have qualified. And the reason is, it's a nice song. Yes, again, it's relatively safe from Denmark, but it's a nice, sweet song. Say yes, say yes. Say yes, say yes, say yes. It's a nice song. It's very pleasant. It's not taking huge risks, but it was pleasant to listen to, and I actually enjoyed it. I prefer it from I prefer this year's to last year's Denmark, and Denmark did squeeze into the final, so I do think juries would have got it, and I think it would be nice, televotes would have also got it. So those were my 10. My 10 were Iceland, Greece, Serbia, Poland, Albania, Denmark, Bulgaria, Georgia, Switzerland, and Armenia. So the 8, San Marino could have made it this year. I feel the televotes would have got it. I just don't think the juries would have got it like they did last year, and I don't know where they would. I think they could have been a show opener. Estonia, I've talked about that. Moldova, I do like Moldova's entry this year, but I don't know, you know, is it perfect? Is it strong enough product to go to the final? I don't know what I'm saying, but I don't know how they. I think the staging could have elevated it, but I think it might have just missed the final, unfortunately. Austria is not a bad song. I really enjoy it. Vincent Breno's Alive, but I don't know if people would think that song's a bit dated for 2020. We're entering a new decade, not going back a few. Some people could have said dated, Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake look-alike kind of song, but I quite like it. In Czech Republic, I liked it when I first listened to it. Oh, you can say what you want, you can let it go. And then the revamps came out, and then I was kind of disappointed with the guitar they introduced. It was kind of distracting from the song, and I kind of didn't really like it. Latvia, oh my gosh, you're thinking, why didn't I put Latvia? Why don't you think Latvia would have qualified? I don't know. I mean, I've grown to like it since it first won Supernova earlier this year. I don't know about you, but I get a little bit of Viana vibes from Attention, a little care, cause you need the love. Now I'm gonna make you fall down, 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 down on your knees. I'm gonna make you fall down, 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 down. I don't know, because I get that same feel, same vibe to it. I know Samantha Tina's Still Breathing is probably a much better product than Attention, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a bit chaotic. For juries might have dragged that down. I think the televotes would really high for Latvia, but I don't know how the juries would have done it. Finland I'm talking about, and Portugal. Portugal is a lovely song. It's a nice song. It's a decent song. It's lovely in Portuguese language. Yeah, again, it's another one that's relatively safe. It could have made it. Yeah, again, it could have not. It could have come 8th in the semi-final. It could have come 12th in the semi-final. It was definitely borderline. It could have qualified with the juries. I just think the televote might have been forgotten. But it had a chance at least. So I would definitely say that's borderline. But anyway, that is what I think. What do you think? Comment down low in the comment section below, and like this video and subscribe to my channel. And who are your 10 qualifiers from semi-final 2 that could have been, should have been, and would have been? But that is it from me. I will be back for more content very soon. Until then, please stay safe. Goodbye, people, and goodbye.